So in our previous video we have discussed about energy in an electromagnetic wave. It is given by E is equal to epsilon naught into E square. This E is electric field. Okay. Now these electromagnetic waves, they carry energy, they carry momentum too. So they create pressure. It is like this, that if there is an induction cooker, or let us say you put your hand in the sunlight, in a bright sunlight. After some time, this is the hand and this is the sun, right? This is the hand. After some time the hand becomes warm. That is because of the rays. They come and hit as electromagnetic waves, and they have energy, they have energy, and they create a pressure on your hand. This pressure is very low. So basically this speed of the electromagnetic wave is c, which is the speed of the light, and the value is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Now why this pressure is low means, when you take energy and divide by the speed of light, you get momentum. Alright, you get momentum. Now if you see here, the C value is very, very high. So the denominator is very high, so the overall momentum value will be less. And this momentum value is related with the pressure. What is pressure? Pressure is equal to force divided by area. As per Newton's law, pressure is basically change in momentum. Force is basically change in momentum. So momentum is related with the pressure. Low momentum, pressure will be low. And here we have already seen that momentum is less, so pressure also will be less. So they carry energy, and the pressure they create is called radiation pressure, and the pressure value is less. Now they can travel in vacuum, they can travel in any medium, and once created, they create themselves. They are self-generating, and the reason for that is the changing electric field is creating a changing magnetic field. The changing magnetic field is again creating a changing electric field. So it gets into self-generation mode. So that is a very important and a special property of electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves are basically classified with reference to either wavelength or frequency. So this type of classification is called electromagnetic spectrum. Spectrum means a group of waves. It's not a wave, but you have waves with specific frequencies. So what are those waves? Radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays. These are all electromagnetic waves. This whole thing is called spectrum, and here they have been written in the decreasing order of the wavelength value. So radio waves, you will see that their wavelength is greater than 0.1 meter, microwaves between 0.1 meter to 1 mm, infrared is 1 mm to 700 nanometer. Nanometer means 10 power minus 9 meters. Okay. Visible is 700 nm to 400 nm. This value you need to remember. It is useful in the modern physics chapter. Okay. Ultraviolet 400 nm to 1 nm. You can see that they are dropping. X-rays, it is 1 nm to 1 nanometer to 10 power minus 3 nanometer. This is nanometer, and gamma rays, it is less than 10 power minus 3 nanometer. So this is the order you have to remember. You just see the first letter R, M, I, V, U, X, G. You can create a memorizing trick. You can write real man in violet umbrella standing near X gate. Real man in violet umbrella X gate. Okay. So first letter you should remember, but you should also remember that these values are arranged in decreasing order of the wavelength. So basically this is the classification of electromagnetic spectrum. Now electromagnetic energy is expressed in frequency, wavelength and in terms of energy. So an electromagnetic wave can be identified. Electromagnetic wave carries energy. Now that energy can be expressed in these three parameters. Radio waves and microwaves are expressed in frequencies usually. Infrared visible is expressed in lambda values, wavelength values, and X-rays and gamma rays, they are denoted by the energy they possess. So some of the basics of the wave is that a wave will have a crest and a trough. Crest means the uppermost point, the trough means the lowermost point. You have to take two crests or two trough. The distance between them is called wavelength, denoted by lambda. Okay. So this is lambda and this is also lambda. Frequency means number of cycles per second. Okay. So here you see that in 1 second the wave travels from here to here. So you need to count the number of crests. The number of crests are 2, so the frequency is 2 Hz. But the thing is, from here to here in 1 second. Okay? It is not one full cycle. In 1 second, how many crests are you getting? That is the definition of frequency. It is measured in Hertz. Electromagnetic energy is expressed in electron volts. So what is electron volt means? It is the energy required to move one electron through a potential of 1 volt. That is called electron volt. So this energy is expressed in electron volts. So 1 electron volt is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Now basically when you will be studying this modern physics chapter, there we will be seeing that energy of light is E is equal to h nu, where h is the Planck's constant, nu is the frequency. This formula can also be written as hc by lambda. So you can see that this frequency wavelengths are inversely proportional. So basically you know this formula, S is equal to Vt. S means lambda, let us say. V means speed of light. T means time, let us say. So 1 by frequency is equal to time. I can write C by nu. So here also you can see that lambda and frequency are inversely related. That means very low lambda will have very high frequency. So the situation is like this. Here we have classified in terms of decreasing wavelength. So if this is the flow of decreasing wavelength, so reverse will be the direction of frequency. So from gamma to radio wave, when you move, the frequency is increasing, the energy is increasing, okay, but the wavelength is dropping. Thank you.